So somehow I managed to record episode 8 without actually any of the footage being actually captured. So just a quick round of what actually happened. We beat St Etienne and we managed to get to the semi-finals of the Europa League. And we ended up drawing Liverpool. So we showing the second leg of that today. We beat Man City last episode as well, which is obviously a pretty high point. But obviously because we didn't capture it, I can't show you. So we're on the high road to be winning the Premier League. So let's get right into it. And this is episode 8, not episode 9, even though I introduced it as episode 9. It's all confusing, but it works out in the end for everyone. Welcome back to Foot Manager 2019 Part 9 of Manchester United's 2019-20 season. And since you were last with me, we won the Premier League. Obviously, I'd love to be saying that at the end of the actual season, but I haven't got my hopes up. So, we beat Aston Villa and Watford 2-1, lost to Norwich. We managed to scrape back a 2-1 victory against Liverpool in the Europa League semi-final first leg. They have an away goal, so that doesn't bode well for us, but hopefully we can get an away goal of ourselves so we don't have to worry about that. We beat Bournemouth 3-1 and Burnley 3-1, but the highlight of that time when you weren't with me was somehow David De Gea scored. I know I said at the beginning of the season he was like the third, fourth best free kick taker at Manchester United. I don't know how, but David De Gea scored, so there's that. But today we've got the second leg of the Europa League semi-final and then the last game of the Premier League against Newcastle. And this is the team we're sending out to play Liverpool in the semi-final. So we've got De Gea in goal, a back four of Luke Shaw, Maguire, Lindelof and Wan-Bissaka, Bruno Fernandes and Pogba in the middle, with Depay, Rodriguez and Daniel James all behind Anthony Martial. Daniel James again has had another weird thing where he's got really good, but it's not really showing that he's got really good. So, don't quite know what's going on there, but can't complain with that either way. He's apparently as good as Martial on the left, and he's the best right winger that we've got. But need to obviously keep Depay in the squad. Alexis Sanchez currently chilling in the under-23, still trying to get rid of him, but he can't quite get rid of him yet. But for now, let's go and try and solidify our place in the Europa League final against a big rival in the shape of Liverpool. I didn't actually check the Bayern Munich Arsenal score. I probably should have checked that, but for now we just need to worry about us worrying about actually beating Liverpool, because obviously that's going to be the difficult part. Let's just slow this down quite a lot. Get replays back on for goals only. But yeah, so here we go. Do we need... Yeah, that's right, like that. Yeah, so we need to try and get an away goal, really, to make life a bit easier for us. Because obviously Salah is going to score within 3 minutes just to make life difficult. And then that's when it gets a bit complicated, because they have got the away goal. Really should have been a bit more weight to that. I'm going to fasten it up just a little bit more. There we go. But yeah, no one marking Salah, and well, he scored, and now we need to wake up massively. So this is when the players need to dig in. All that hard work throughout the season could get thrown away here if we're not careful. 8 minutes in and it's all been Liverpool so far, but we need to get a goal. But yeah, so Martial hit 30 goals the other day as well for the season, and I had a look at his previous records. The highest other goal scoring tally he got for Manchester United was 11 on his debut season. So he's had quite the resurgence for Manchester United in this season. But it's good that he's actually scoring. It's nice to have a free scoring striker. Obviously Rashford was good at the beginning of the season, but Martial's just taken that up to another level. Need to get them to show some passion. We need to get a goal here. Even if it's just one, we can afford that. And I think, have we given away a penalty? I really hope we haven't. This will make life a lot more difficult. There was praising Daniel James at the beginning of the match, and he's conceded a penalty, and that's just what we needed. Who's taking it for them? Fabinho's going to take it. De Gea saved it though, and that could be the lifeline that we needed to keep us in this game. We just need to actually get a foot in on this match. We've had less shots, which is very weird. We've had more possession, which is more weirder. We normally have less possession but more shots, and now the passing around the back is going to catch us out. De Gea once again seeing it wide. We just need to actually wake up a bit, demand more here. Going into that second half, still 1-0 down. Memphis though, charging forward. Daniel James doing very well. Robertson though, keeping Daniel James in his back pocket. Hopefully this isn't a chance for Liverpool to counter-attack here, but it's forward now with Wijnaldum. Cleared all the way by Lovren. There's another one of these really weird long highlights just on the cusp of half-time. And it goes out wide for a corner kick. Rodriguez now charging forward. Martial gets it over wide to Memphis. What can he do from here? Luke Shaw. And the highlight just drifts away. And we go into the second half 1-0 down. We need to dig in and we need to win this match. Mark Phelan's giving them a good talking to as well. Obviously, we've broken the record for the most games won in a Premier League season as well for Manchester United. And I think we're going to be aiming for the most points for Manchester United in a season as well. Not too bad considering this is a one-season wonder. And we've done pretty well. Obviously, it'd been nice to have been the Champions League instead of the Europa League. But we still got to make it to that final yet. Daniel James out on that wing. Crossed in now to Bruno Fernandes. And there is that away goal that we were looking for. And now the ball is firmly in Liverpool's court to try and get back into this. Ball over the top for Daniel James. No one was ever catching him. Bruno Fernandes in the middle, even though he had Memphis Depay trying to climb over him. Puts it into the goal. And that is that vital away goal we needed. And hopefully that'll make the boys wake up a bit more than they already have. Ball now, obviously, with Maguire. And now it's out wide to Wijnaldum. Wan-Bissaka with a very weird clearance. Kind of looked like a cross there. And Mane has put it in. But I think the referee, yes, disallowed it for offside. That's what we like to see. Big ball over the top straight away for Martial. Off the crossbar. And this game is very firmly back and forth. It's like watching a tennis match now. Luke Shaw. Big clearance away. Only far as Robertson though. Wijnaldum and Robertson on that left-hand side. Causing some trouble. Alexander-Arnold trying to get the cross in, but now can we get a counter-attack? No, it's still Liverpool charging forward, trying to get something going. And it's Keita, and he's through. And now it's all square on aggregate, and now it's anyone's game to play. Liverpool need a goal to take the win. And we need just one, and then Liverpool will need to obviously score two, but trying to get that one is going to be harder than it seems. We've beaten Liverpool near enough every other game we've played them this season, but they're actually putting up a fight. For a change, we need to show some passion. Oh my lord, off the line there from David De Gea. That was very close. Right, we need to make some subs here. Martial's, but Depay's been quiet, so we'll bring on Martial up front, put Rashford on front, put Martial on the left. Oh, I'm a bit nervous. Rodriguez has been a bit quiet, so we're going to bring on Juan Mata as well. Hopefully they can make the difference here. Mane now on that right-hand side. Another good save by David De Gea and keeping a hold of the cross as well. We need to actually try and hold on. Wan-Bissaka, Lindelof now, Daniel James, Pogba charging forward. Trying to keep a hold of that ball, looking more harder than it actually needs to be. Salah! And another good save there from De Gea. 18 minutes left now. It's looking like it's going to go to extra time unless one of these teams can score. Preferably us, of course, but extra time wouldn't be very much fun either. Lindelof, Daniel James now on that right-hand side. Big ball over the top, and Anthony Martial with his 31st goal of the season. And that surely puts us into the Europa League final. A beautiful, beautiful pass from Daniel James and a great weak-footed shot from Anthony Martial into that top corner. And now it's all about just holding on And then we're going to swap to one of these is a partner bus, and that is the partner bus one that we're going to, just to make sure that we hold on here, pause it, pull everyone back. Cannot afford to be losing now. I know this is a bit scummy, but we need to be getting that win. We'll bring on Scott McTominay. Hopefully he can make a difference. And we just got to hold on now for 2 minutes, going as super defensive as possible, park the bus style. Martial, Pogba, keeping Rashford up front on his own. Try not to just pass it around, just get that ball away. Robertson now. Kaita, this is the first time I've had to use the park the bus system to try and keep a win. And it's just over the top there. 2 minutes remaining and we've booked ourselves a spot in the Europa League final, and the referee blows for full time and we go through on away goals, and well, that's the way to do it. We've made it to the final. Now we just need to find who we're playing, and it's gonna be we're playing Bayern Munich after they destroyed Arsenal 4-1 in the first leg, but Bayern Munich it'll be, and that'll be in the next episode. But for now, let's go play Newcastle in the final game of the season. Ranks. Pedro Gomez is a very, very tasty looking centre back from Portugal who came through our youth system, so it's nice to have some actual Man United youth coming through like they do normally, but we need to see some desire from these lads if they actually want to win. But yeah, so for now, I've enjoyed this series. Obviously, if it goes as well for Manchester United here as it has done in real life, that'd be even better. I can't imagine that is how the Premier League table is going to look come the end of the season. It'd be quite interesting if that's how it did end up, but obviously that's what Football Manager thinks of all the transfers and things like that, how it's going to end up. Joelinton in once again, and has it been given? This one has been cancelled, but we're not going to make any subs here. We're just going to let the boys have their run out. Actually, we will. We're going to bring off Martial for Greenwood, and we'll let Greenwood have a run out in the team. Confirm doesn't work with spacebar. Off for Anthony Martial, who's had a superb season in the Premier League. And now, apart from David De Gea, that looks like a very youthful team to me. times of 8, and Fosu Mensah are probably the oldest on the pitch right now, which is looking good for the future of Manchester United. And there we go, Serencio Davids announcing himself on the Manchester United stage. Last game of the season, and that was a very good goal. About 20 yards out, keeper didn't stand a chance, an absolute thunderbolt of a shot. And he might have salvaged a draw here in the last game of the season, and that is looking good for him. It's a shame we can't put him on the pitch, on the squad for the Europa League final, but nonetheless, he's done what he's needed to do in the Premier League here. David De Gea doing the Superman punch and absolutely missing, but a 1-1 draw on the last day of the season, considering it was obviously a youth team we put out to play Newcastle. But that is the end of a good first season, and we got a lot of achievements for that as well. And well, that's how the Premier League finished. Manchester United, City, Tottenham, Arsenal, Liverpool, Chelsea, Burnley, Bournemouth, Crystal Palace, Watford, Southampton, Everton, West Ham, Leicester, Newcastle, Norwich, Wolves, and then Aston Villa, Brighton and Sheffield United getting relegated. Let's just have a quick look then at some stats, the top scorers, things like that. We scored the most goals in 89 goals. That's what we like to see. Let's have a look at the players though. Anthony Martial, 25 goals, top scorer. Eriksen, 14 most assists. Least conceded, 2 players. Clean sheets for David De Gea. Good season for Manchester United. But for now, I hope you enjoyed that video. And the next time you'll see me will be when we're playing Bayern Munich in the Europa League final. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again soon.